Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tony B Talk Show. We finally got a name. First guest is Trey. You excited? It's been a while. We set this date a while back, so I'm actually excited to have you on to talk about your journey and to just get a little bit more deeper of who you are as a parent and as an individual.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So before I start my show, I always like to ask my parents to share with us a little bit about who you are as an individual outside of being a father.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my name Trey. I'm a father of four, right? Father of four. Grew up in Richmond, Virginia, East End mostly. Wasn't really into sports, played sports a little bit. I was really into like music and stuff like that. So that's what my career took me to on that end.
How young were you?
Well, I always wanted to like beat on the table and stuff like that. That was my role in school. Like I used to beat on the table and everybody used to freestyle and do that little stuff like that. But, yeah, I grew up, I got two siblings, a brother and a sister. My mama raised me. Daddy was around when he was around. So, yeah.
Okay.
I think I came up kind of good though. I mean, everybody had their struggles though.
Yeah, absolutely.
My mama made sure that she did what she was supposed to do.
And how many of y'all did your parents have? How many kids did your mom have?
My mama, it was me, my older brother, and my older sister. So
I'm
the baby.
Of y'all.
Yeah,
okay.
3 of us.
Okay.
So yeah,
nice.
I'm the baby. My brother the oldest, and my sister the middle.
Okay.
Yep.
But that still doesn't explain who you are as an individual. Like, what type of hobbies are you into besides music?
Hobbies. I really just be doing a lot with my kids.
Okay.
I mean, I really like hobbies. I mean, I don't know. I don't really got too many. Like, I just really, my free time outside is just trying to be with them or do little things with them.
So it's safe to say that you're still discovering who you are. Yes, I am. And there's nothing wrong with that. No. I totally understand. Okay. Let's talk about your relationship with your mom. Do you have a good relationship with your mom?
Yes.
You do?
I love my mama. My mama is a good person. And she work with kids at school, so it's like she got that extra soft side to her, but she understand like real life. Like she look at it now like she tell me all the time, if you don't get it down packed right while they that young, then when they get older, it's gonna be kind of crazy because she see it every day. Like kids really be going through a lot.
Yeah, they do.
And
they really
some of the teachers is like they safe spot too. So like,
I agree because I was a teacher as well, and I was less of a teacher, more of a friend.
Yeah.
Was they can have someone that they can talk to about their problems.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you're in teacher mode, you don't really want to hear it. Yeah.
Nope.
But
and that's why I do be understanding when they say about the pay on teachers.
Yeah.
They really do deserve a lot because they going to a building every day where people coming in there with different attitudes, different lifestyles, different everything. That's just like a prison. Like,
yeah, it is.
Them prison guards probably getting paid more than teachers, and I don't know. I'm not saying
a lot of different careers get paid more than teachers. You're absolutely right. It's sad.
And I don't think that's fair because a lot of the students really, like, they teachers is like really people they can talk to. Like, cause my mama come home and she tell me certain things. She don't put people business, but she tell me and they'll be like, dang.
Yeah.
Like she bag clothes stuff and all that for some of her students and all that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get put in positions like that to be a helping hand, to realize that, this child needed me or this parent needed me at this time.
Yeah.
So your mom is a blessing.
Yeah, she is. But she always been like that.
Yeah. Like, what about your father?
My daddy, we cool.
Yeah.
We cool. Bond could be better.
Is there a reason why it isn't?
I guess it just take actions. You could forgive a person and expect better sometimes, but it's just all about actions. it was just a whole lot of missing out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So he was kind of like in and out of your life.
I ain't gonna really say that. It was more of the not showing up when he was supposed to.
Okay.
Like
broken promises, and that led to not being able to trust him.
And all of that, just like you know, like growing up, you'd be like, father and son. When you live with your mama, you expect them days and stuff with your father. So it's like when you letting it be known, like, all right, be ready Saturday, haircut, father, son, barbershop time, go out and all that. And then it's just like you never show it. Just like,
no, trust me, I totally get it. Those broken promises.
Yeah.
Because a man word is everything.
That's what I feel.
In fatherhood and even in relationships, a man word is everything.
Everything.
So you felt like he messed up the trust between you two. And you just, at that point, you just stopped expecting him to come around?
It was more of a like, if he do, if he don't. Because it was like, you call the next day or the next couple of days, like ain't nothing happened. So I'm like,
yeah, and he don't even talk about the situation.
Yeah, like okay, Dad, why you don't tell me why you ain't show up? Like, I was waiting for my fresh roundup, fresh haircut. And
he never like rescheduled.
I mean, probably like when it was my next time to come with him or something. But
gotcha.
I understand the importance of that now because I don't even lie to my kids. If I ain't coming, I tell them like, hey, look, I might not be there. I'm not even going. Don't expect me. Don't be looking for me. If I can't make it, I'm not going.
Right.
Even a phone call. Like, it's not saying I ain't never forget to call or whatever, but I might say, oh, I'm going to call you when I get out of work, and I might forget, but at 10, I might remember and call or something. It's just to throw in that effort because some kids might really be waiting around. Like,
especially because, if you're an active father, you mean the world to them.
Yeah.
So they would be very disappointed if you would have done the same thing to them that your father did to you. Yeah.
And that's a bond, like, even like with him and my kids now, like I still like limited a little. I ain't gonna say limited, but I let it be what it be. Like, because I don't want them to expect so much.
Is he an active grandfather?
I mean,
is your mom active in her the grandkids' life? Yeah,
of
they
course.
love their nana.
Yes. They love their nana. I know my mama hear that name like a million times a day, like, cause it's a few grandkids now. Like, we didn't really show it off for my mama. Like, but she love it though. Like, I think that's like one of the things that like keep her
going,
getting up and all of that. Like,
is knowing
she goes on her way. It's to the point sometimes now where I even try to cool it down, like not take my kids around, not take her around her, but give her some time to herself too. Cause if not, my mama would want the kids all the time.
Yeah,
and no,
that's
I tell
beautiful.
her, she needs her own space.
No, I trust me, I get it. Okay, let's get into it. Thank you for being open about your relationships with your parents.
Yes,
what about your siblings? You have a good relationship with your siblings?
Yeah, my brother, he really changed his whole lifestyle. Like, my brother, he a good person. Like, he got him his own family.
Just making sure your mic on. You good?
He got his own family.
Yeah.
He done moved out the city.
Is this the one that live in Houston?
Yeah, he live in North Texas. Yeah. I
Okay.
forgot what part.
It's okay. But they don't need to know.
Yeah. But my brother really like. Sometimes he be tripping because it's like we have a whole lot of talks. Like, me and my brother sit on the phone for hours sometimes. But he a busy person, so he got his own family. I love it. I respect it. But as far as like growing up, my brother, I always wanted to be around him. Couldn't, but
why you couldn't?
I mean, because there was a certain point in time where he just knew he was doing stuff that he ain't probably want me around. You feel me? And I had my own friends too, but me and my brother definitely still had that brother.
What's
bond.
The age gap?
I'm 32. My brother like 37 or something.
Oh, okay.
So it won't.
Yeah.
But when I did get that up in age, I was with my brother. He won't tripping. Like, it was, I guess, a part of him like, I register the real world. Like, I'm gonna let you be with me. You know, he grew up doing a lot of different stuff, street stuff, and all of that. He went to the army, but he changed his whole life around now. Like, my brother, like, been walking with God for like 15. I don't know, like, he'll tell you more like 15, 20 years or something. He been really doing it for a while now. So he a way different person, like, and all his talks that he give me, motivation speech and videos, he send me messages, prayers, all that get me through. Like,
so let me ask you this: what's stopping you from having a relationship with God? Well, I'm not gonna say everyone, but if the people that are important to you that have a relationship with him is trying to get you down that path, what's stopping you from doing it?
I really feel like yourself. It ain't nobody but myself.
Right.
It ain't even like, I just like, I don't. It is kind of crazy to like really let go everything, but when you just really want better, you got to, like, and that's like where I'm at. I'm slowly going, but I'm willing to let go of everything. Like I just told you, like, cause my brother tell me that all the time. He tell me like, you got a bigger purpose than what you think, and
you do.
You know, and he knows like he got that bond with the Lord, that he God. Really hear him and hear stuff that he's saying.
He's using his discernment to alter you and to help you get on that track. Okay, well, look, keep your brother.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Keep speaking with your brother, because he's gonna be the one to help you
every day.
But all right, so this is one of the questions that I have for you. I don't know why I keep wanting to say 5 kids. I don't know if maybe you took in a kid and you started claiming them as your own.
Yeah,
okay. Because I was like, hold on, I thought he had 5, but it's really 4. Okay. So, as a full-time father, how is it co-parenting with how many different mothers?
All of them got different moments.
So okay, so you
4 and 4.
Okay, 4. How is it co-parenting with 4 different women?
This is funny, like. I never had these type of conversations, but like in the car or with the brothers, like, or like, you know what I'm saying? But it get tough. You know? I mean, that's 4 different people. Well, shoot, 4 different people, and everybody got different emotions. Wake up different days, feeling different ways, and I just be looking at it like it's just about the kid.
But I mean, if you're co-parenting, yes, it should be.
Yes.
But you feel like they all have different expectations,
definitely,
for what you should be doing.
Of course, yeah.
And like as a father or as an individual, for them, for their own benefit.
Mostly a father, like, because I don't. Like, none of my kids' mamas, we don't have that type of relationship no more where it's anything sneaky or we still going behind each other doing it and all that other stuff. Like, all our bonds strictly about our kids, you know, and I respect that, and that's how I want to keep it. You feel me? Because
I respect that too.
I don't want all the drama, whatever the case is. Or sometimes when I guess you might be doing with one, they might start feeling like, oh, you just focus on that one baby mama now, or that. That's one
the same
kid.
Thing Future said.
Oh, dang, well,
he's like, nah, I can't be with her because then the other one gonna get mad.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think it's like that, because all them doing their own thing, and it was like with my first one, like, that's really my home dog. Like we real close. Like, we don't argue about nothing.
Okay.
We don't argue about nothing.
Your first child.
My first child.
How old are all your children?
My daughter just turned 12.
Okay, so your oldest is 12.
Mm-hmm. My second is 10.
Okay.
And my son ready to turn 6.
Okay.
And my other son is 3.
3. Okay, nice. So you have 2 preteens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And 6 is still a baby. Mm-hmm. And then a baby.
Yeah.
3. So how is it parenting? Like, How do you co-parent with 4 different women? Like, do you get them all together? Are they okay with them all coming together? How is the relationship with the women?
Okay.
With them, like as individuals.
As them?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they don't really. I'm not gonna say like they buddy, but it's no issue. Okay, because I'm not job just. Yeah. It mostly be issues like that when they done had issues before with each other, or one was still dealing with one while the other one thinking they won't, but it won't never that like. Right. So like anything like they not buddy or they don't have each other phone numbers or none of that, but if they see each other, certain ones might speak, and you know the other ones they got their own reasoning to why they don't maybe talk, but that don't affect nothing with the kids. Like
that's good.
If they wanted to be like, hey, my son's birthday, or he had a game, or her, or she got to do it. Oh yeah, they good with that. Yeah, they can. Everybody can come to the birthday party. It'll never be no beef. They might not talk certain ones, but it ain't none of that. Like
that's good.
And yes, my schedule is I do get my kids all at once. I feel like any man who have multiple kids, get them all at once. Yeah. You ain't got to deal with all of every day of your life. You feel like you got a child. No, if you got 5, if you got 3, if you got 2, if you got 6, 10, whatever, just grab them all at once. Yeah. Yes, it's going to be a hard weekend or a couple hard days, but when you got that many or you got a certain amount of kids, you always gonna have ones that's gonna help you out with it. It ain't like you just.
But
because if I gotta go to work real or do something real quick, my daughter 12, she holds it down.
Yeah, like she's at that mature age where she could.
Yeah, she might zone off on her phone, and my little son might be all over the place, but ain't nobody getting hurt. Ain't nobody like. She makes sure she looks out for her siblings. So you know, I just feel like get them all at one time. Like I get my kids like every other weekend, and then Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah. So every Tuesday and Wednesday. So when they do want to come over other days, of course they can. Like especially my oldest one, they like she'll come, or she want to come over, she'll just come. Like they got their own rooms and stuff, so it's like if she want to just be right there, then she can. Like or if the mamas want to go out, or they gotta go out of town, or they just need a break for a minute, you can drop them. I'm not tripping. Yeah. If I ain't doing nothing, I mean, most of the time, whatever I'm doing, I'm with my family, like my brothers or whatever. So you can drop them off with me for a little bit. It's okay. And they all know that too. Yeah. Like I ain't just stunning on no camera. Like they know this, like birthdays, whatever, go out, they know this, like they know. Like,
right. Do you want any more kids?
Maybe one.
If you get married, or okay, you will save one for your marriage. Okay. Yeah. You said that with a lot of passion.
Yeah, like I gotta be married. Like I'm just like I don't look at myself like that, but it's just like I'm 32 with 4 kids, 4 like 4 mothers. Like all right, bro, you need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't too, I mean, some girls look past all that, especially when they know it ain't drama or you ain't messing with none of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But you still got to find that type of girl that's already in mother mode, too.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you got a dude that got 4 kids.
Yep, that's very true. That's very true.
Just, you got to be honest. Just like with me, like, a girl going to look at her like, all right, well, he a man with 4 kids, and before they even get in a relationship with me, they'll already see how I interact. Yeah. So they'll be like, oh, all right, well, he is a good man, a good father too. Yeah. He just ain't no good man or good husband. So I play my role too.
Play your role. I like
that. Of course.
Of course. Okay. So I did have a question, because you said we can touch base on the situation when you got shot. How did that affect your parenting when you got shot?
It really like put me down. Like that was a real tough time of my life. You feel me? Like I see these boys out here, you know, they get into their drama, they beef, they back outside, that all that stuff be for internet, social media.
Right.
trust me, a real man who got some stuff to lose and then really been through some stuff and seen their partners or people that they love go through gun violence and all that stuff.
Yeah, they don't put themselves in that situation again.
Not again. Like some of these boys, they just doing it for show. They want to let it be known I'm tough or whatever. Yeah. Like, but in the inside, you're going home and you still gonna feel that pain.
Yeah.
You're going to see when your phone don't ring as much. Mm-hmm. You're going to see the people that's not even showing up to even drop you off, nothing. Like, yeah. And all that's should make you want to be like, no, it ain't worth it.
What type of emotions were you feeling around that time? You know, especially when it came to not being able to take care of your family the way that you wanted to.
It was really sad.
Okay.
I mean,
you felt like you was in a dark place.
Dark place. I felt like I let people down who love me. You feel me? Like my daughter, like my kid. I really think that's what kept me alive. Other than God, like when we was just on the way to the hospital, I got hit 5 times. So it wasn't like it was just like, I got hit 5 times, and I lost so many pints of blood. I needed a blood, treatment. Yeah, all of that. So it was like, it really affected me because I felt like I let my kids down. Like, more of my kids than anything. Like, I won't even think about my mama or nothing.
Yeah, you was thinking about your kids.
I was like, come on, God. I can't, not this way.
You ain't have the 3-year-old at the time, so at that time you just had 3 kids.
Yeah, it was just my two daughters and my son. You feel me? And I was just like, no, can't nobody explain this to them. Like, like they expecting me. You feel me? So it was like I was real sad. I was real hurt. I felt like I let my kids down. I felt like I let people down who really talk to me every day. Like I get people through certain stuff. You feel me? So it really messed me up because I really couldn't do a lot with my kids either. Like months of healing.
Yeah. Did you feel like you wanted to give up?
I didn't.
You didn't.
That's beautiful. Because I just wanted to get to my kids. Like even when like the people at the hospital, they was like, they really thought I was like an angel or something. I was like, no lie. Like it was like the security dude when I came to get my other surgery. He was like, man, you had so many people in here. And your mama, and I'm just trying to get everybody to not go back there, but everybody just wanted to make sure I was all right and make sure I was okay. But it was like when them people told me, like, I already ready to start trying to get you to walk and stuff. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting up out of here. I got to get to my kids. Yeah. Like, I'm tired of this bed. Like, yeah. I was in the hospital for 8 days, and they just felt like, I know people that got hit once and been in the hospital for months.
Yeah. So you was only in there for 8 days.
8 days.
In those 8 days, could you see your kids? Were your kids able to come up to the hospital? They couldn't. When you got home, did you feel like you still couldn't assist them the way that you wanted to? You had to rest.
I couldn't do that anyway. Like my my oldest daughter, like her mama had like really told her like a different story because she didn't really want to tell her that or somebody did that to her daddy. So. Like, if she came over, she might be a little different because she thinking, like, oh, my daddy got injured in a car accident. Okay? So, just little stuff like that,
and then like, when she found out?
When she found out, it was like a different, but it's like the way she found out, I understood, like, why she was crying and stuff like that. Because, like, she seen me coming out the shower or whatever. Towel on or whatever. I had my shirt off, but I had all them staples and stuff all in my stomach.
And then you had the bag too, right?
Yeah, I had the bag, so it like kind of threw her off a little bit. It might have just been what she seen, maybe not. But I did eventually explain to her, like, this is what happened, and it wasn't nobody that was the enemy. You don't got to be thinking nobody out here for your daddy or whatever, But it did, like, to the point I had casts on my arm, and my leg, so I couldn't do, like, the car seat thing. I couldn't watch my kids by myself because I couldn't pick up no more than, like, 15 pounds. Yeah. And at that point, my other son was this happened 2019, so he was like 2 or something like that.
Yeah. When you got home, who provided for you?
My mama.
Your mom.
You know, mama's like my mama, like
your
you know,
mama.
like
that's beautiful.
My mama is something special, and I had to learn in life that life still goes on too. See, a lot of these boys, they think, I don't know why they think so different, but life still goes on. Like, I ain't had no phone in the hospital because when I was a shot victim, and it happened at a crime, whatever was seen or whatever. So the police had my phone.
Okay, had to be some investigation.
Yeah, couldn't use their phone because I'm supposed to be John Doe. You know, when you're a shot victim, you can't really, you know. So the people who only could see me was family.
Okay.
And that was like my mama, brother, and my sister.
Yeah.
Some people snuck in. I don't know how, but you know, they just had to make sure I was all right. And, but that really took a toll out of me. Like I used to wake up crying. Like I used to wake up crying. Like that was really like an emotional stage. But I had to learn that life goes on, and I really had to get up, and get strength. Like if I wanted to be back in my kids' life how I normally am, running, playing.
Right. How long did it take you to recover from that? Mentally.
So, mentally, I'm still doing it.
You still recovering? How long ago was this?
November 14th, 2019.
2019.
So like, you know, right there.
Over 5 years ago? Or about?
About.
Okay.
Because I know like 2019, you know, just December, then by Thanksgiving, I was at my aunt's house by Thanksgiving.
Ain't missing Thanksgiving.
No, I'm saying, but that's the thing. I had that bag, so I couldn't eat nothing but bread and turkey and ham. Like, so I'm just at Thanksgiving. My mama like, everybody want to see you, and I'm like, I don't even want to see everybody, but I understand that everybody want to see me, so I'm gonna go.
You didn't want them to see you in the condition that you were in, or you just mentally wasn't prepared?
Mentally.
Yeah.
Like I said, I felt like I let everybody down, you know.
Okay, you felt like a disappointment.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, because some families, they don't know how you living. You feel me? Yeah. Unless your mama tell you, like, my mama know a lot more about me than, like, anybody. Like, anytime I done had any type of beefing.
Yeah.
Or fighting, shooting, whatever, I never left my mama in the blind.
Yeah, you always let her know.
She needs to know what's going on.
But wouldn't she be the person that you cared the most when it came to how she viewed you versus the rest of the family? Is what I'm trying to say. So when you say you didn't want to be in front of them because you felt like a disappointment, did your mom make you feel that way, or did she comfort you in what it was that you were going through?
My mama really like, she really like comfort me. Like, it won't never know she coming down there like, son, why you do this, or why you put us through this, or you know, it won't never that. It was just like mostly prayers and stuff, like, and that's another reason why I got through my situation too. My mama had 1 million people praying for me from the church, and my brother and everybody. Like, prayers work. Yeah, you feel me? And the way I got hit, like the doctor told me, like just 1 inch to the left or something, I probably would have bled to death or something like that. And like a grown man, my weight at the time, like we only got like 15, 14 pints of blood. I think I lost like 12. Dang. So I was almost out of here. Like, so a lot of that prayer did work. But my mama, she really put me through. But I had to, like I said, I had to get up and let it be known that life is still life. Like, she had to go to work every day. Yeah. You know, people that I love, my brothers, they was coming through when they got out of work. Yeah. Bringing stuff to me. Like, that's why I say about the real friends. Yeah. And stuff like that. Just these people you hang out with. Right. Like, because I had my brothers, they was checking on my mama. You know, they was checking on me. They would make sure my kids was good and all of that. So, no, I definitely understand. Them be them ones, like, that's the stuff that these younger folks need to know. Like, it's a difference between just your boys that you hang out with every day and the ones that's really going to come through. Like, because a lot of these ones, they lose they fathers, and You don't see none of them homeboys at their kids' birthday parties and all that stuff. Christmas.
That's true. Yeah, don't even care.
Don't even care.
Yeah. So what it sounds like is that you were put in a situation that helped you realize who was there for you and who wasn't. So that way, when you did fully heal, you know exactly who to not let the door open for again.
I cut off a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
And it was for the good.
And it's probably was, Looking back now, do you think that happened for a reason for you to open your eyes about certain people that you had in your life?
Yes. I think it was a lot of reasoning why it happened.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I knew all of them.
Yeah.
But even the situation that how it happened, like just being too deep on loyalty and you know, sometimes just a lot of things will put you in situations. Like I don't blame nobody that I was with when it happened, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody still that was with me, I love them to death. You feel me? Yeah. So it won't never like it was a blame game.
Right.
I brung myself. Right. I moved on my own action.
Right. You took accountability.
Yeah. I did feel like I played with myself. Like I said, I felt hurt, you know, because my kids.
Because your kids. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like
absolutely.
And now that I really seeing these kids nowadays, like really having to go to funerals and stuff. Because I don't know, it just might be me. Like a lot of our parents back then ain't really want us at funerals. I don't. Unless it was a family member, you feel me? But it's like nowadays, these kids are all at funerals, like they seeing what's going on. So
you like, think they're too involved in some of the things that they, that
I mean,
put
life
more
is life.
Fear into their minds. Yeah,
I really do. Like, it's just like nothing in the world is the same.
Yeah,
like, and I ain't want my kids like that job just. Like me seeing that stuff now, and I'm like, damn, that could have been my daughter.
Yeah.
Or that could have been my kid's mama's. Like,
right. That could have been anybody you know.
You know, that is a difference between a person that's a daddy and who barely around or whatever, and something like that happened to them. You know, everybody gonna take it as a loss and sad about it, but when you got that person that's really bringing like uplifting stuff off your shoulders, like y'all really doing parenting together and stuff like that, and then that person just go. That's like a hard pill to swallow, right?
It is. Like, it is. It's very, very tough.
I
would agree. Tough. That would be very, very tough.
And I just, you know, throughout that process, like I lost my cousin, you know, and I lost my grandma. So it was just like,
oh no.
It was a lot, like, you know. So
that weigh on you mentally.
Yeah, mentally. Like I never seen myself so even. And the only reason I say I'm still running myself mentally because I'm so emotional now. Like I don't know if that's just me growing up or what, but it's like I can literally just be chilling and start dropping tears. Or
is it that you look back on the things that, you know, God saved you from?
That too.
Yeah.
And just me being here through all.
Yeah.
I'm going through so much still through me getting shot. You know, I might have just been like, I got shot. Life gonna get better. Like that was my breakthrough, God, you know, whatever. But it's like I'm still going through so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you feel like you haven't had a breakthrough?
Nah. I just it just be a lot with life. Like when you're a good hearted person, you gonna go through so much like stuff that you don't even ask for. It just show up in your life sometimes and you deal with it and you just still learn how to be a good hearted person. Like,
can't change
through all the like that's what I'm saying, like the co-parenting and stuff is more than just, you know, the kids. You know, I feel like I tell everybody, I never cared if my kids' mama moved on or none of that.
Yeah.
I just want them to be with somebody good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to butt into their life or whatever. You choose who you choose. But I always want you to be with somebody good. Somebody who got a good view with our kid.
Yeah.
And really care about you. You feel me? Because once a man mess you up mentally or something like that,
you damaged.
You might not know, or you might take certain stuff out on our kid.
Yeah, that's
true. Or you might be feeling lazy or depressed, so you're not cooking like you usually do, or you might not be doing certain stuff like you usually do. So my bond with them be just, I check up on them. Y'all all right? You good? Cool. That's it. Like, people be thinking you gotta just be enemies and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. With your baby mama.
Oh yeah, like
I gotta, because I have a lot of fathers that be like, man, I'm going through it with my baby mama. I need to come on the show. And I originally let them know, like, it's not about bashing your baby mom. It's about your journey as a parent. What you have going on with your baby, with your children's mother, you got to work that out.
Yeah.
I mean, you may can casually say one thing or two things, but you can't brutally be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on here and bash her.
No,
no. But it's good that you're in a space now where you're healing, you're learning, you're growing. And like your brother said, there's so much more for your life that you haven't discovered yet.
Yeah.
And this leads into my next question. Do you think being an artist contributes to positive parenting? And you can be honest.
No, not if the message ain't like what you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I mean, cause I ain't gonna lie. Like sometimes when I'm in the car with my kids, I don't want to listen to the radio because I don't know them type of people for real. Right. I don't be wanting to listen to other artists because I don't know what they putting into their music. You feel me? Not other than the words, just them inside spiritual. Like I don't know what they. So and then it's like sometimes I don't even want to listen to my music because I'm like.
Do you feel like your music is positive for your children to listen to?
Nah.
So what influenced you to, I guess, say some of the stuff that you say in your raps?
I just I never want my kids to be like feel like they're living in a ladder. Okay. I think a lot of my lyrics, like even now, like if anybody know me from back then to now, I don't even talk about the same stuff. I might put it in a deeper message.
Right.
But like I'm not the buck wild like I used to be. Like I used to be wilding and stuff like that. My message it's just more on the realer side. Yeah. Like, oh, we're gonna come outside and we're gonna hear gunshots and we're gonna see this and we're gonna see that and little stuff like that. It's more of that putting it into a whole bunch of words. Okay. Like, okay, you might do be chilling and somebody might do come around there shooting this little stuff like that. It's not trying to hide it from them. Like,
yeah, okay. I definitely get what you're saying. Is rapping something you continue to see yourself doing in the future? Is that where you want your life to continue to go, or are you ready to like hang it up and start something new?
I just feel like it's gonna be a part of me.
Always, of course, because you are an artist indeed.
But it's just like.
But it's not your identity.
It's not me, like all the way. Like I'm fine with finding like my other purpose. And I'm fine with something else new coming into my life. Like I do my music stuff, cause like I lost my cousin for real, and that job really hurt me because this happened like this year, January. You know what I'm saying? Like we was really recording and he just really like just
passed out
in front of me type. Like it was just
he had a heart attack,
something like that basically. But he young, you feel me? He had heart issues, but that really like job just put me to the point like I'm gonna do this for you, cause you know what I'm saying. It ain't gonna be nothing I really Because I know when you make it big, like you got to do certain things that you don't want to do, and I'm not with none of that. So it's like I'd rather just have my little money, make my little money off of it, whatever. Maybe it might lead me to some acting, some modeling, some whatever, any type of brand with clothing or whatever, like anything. Like they're doing all these remaking the movies. I might end up in a
you can see yourself doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, because, even as an artist and even as an actress, I feel like It's the same.
It's the same.
Yeah, you still got to make some type of sacrifice.
You right
Unless
about that
you just want to be like an extra.
Yeah, in the background and stuff. I don't know. Like, I just feel like with the whole world, if you want to be big, like you gotta go through somebody.
Yeah,
like,
unless God is ordaining your path for you.
Yeah,
I would say. Yeah.
So do I be feeling like when people say that, do they be feeling like everybody got like was God a part of everything that happened to people? Like, so is somebody telling me Steph Curry or LeBron, they weren't supposed to be basketball players, they were supposed to be pastors because they got like so much control over little kids or something? Not control, but
yeah, I definitely get what you're saying.
So it's like not Martin Lawrence, none of them was supposed to be actors. Like God just put them there and they made their choice, or like
we do have free will.
I just feel like everybody not supposed to be.
Yeah, of course.
It's different ways to throw your message out from God. I don't think it's just all through,
Yeah. I mean, in some cases, there are some of those celebrities that are being used by the enemy.
Yeah.
They're like you said, to influence little children and so. But now looking back at some of the stuff that we see on TV, we realize it's not what we think it is, because you have a lot of those kids. That's So Raven, Orlando Brown getting molested and things like that, and we thinking, oh, this the life I want to live as a kid. You seeing them on TV. This is what we want to do. So it's not painted how we think it is. But in some cases, when you're that young, you don't get to say, this is what I want to do. Your parents say that for you.
Yeah.
Your parents sign those contracts for you.
Yeah.
But as far as like LeBron James, or some people are just money hungry and they see the money, they don't see what else is behind that. So, I mean, in some cases, some people are meant to be basketball players and actors,
and feed the family and stuff
and there are some good ones too. All of them aren't bad, but and it's hard to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad, because everything is just being exposed right now.
So do you think like them younger kids, like now that we're seeing like documents and stuff come out, do you feel like they was put through all of that for so many years just to come out now and tell a story?
I feel like the contract is whatever is in the contract. Oh, you can't speak on any of this until you 30 or you 40 or you 50. And by that age, what's happened? You mentally messed up. Nobody's going to believe you.
Right.
Nobody's going to believe you.
True.
Oh, you crazy. He on drugs. They ain't really worried about your story, because your contract was so drawn out that it ended up happening that way. So yeah, I do believe that. And sometimes I feel like some of these kids are great actresses because they do have to go through traumatic situations to even be able to cry on set. Right.
Or go through any of that.
Yeah. Because when I think certain movies, I don't watch because it mentally mess with me mentally to see a child acting as if she's getting raped. That's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right at all.
I just told a girl that too, though. I said, man, I don't see how like a man or something can play a role acting like that. Like, cause we was talking about it, and that cause I said something about my kids. I'm like, why y'all always want to look at grown man playing with toys and stuff? On YouTube, and little stuff like that. And I said, I find that kind of weird. I mean, I can,
No, he's very weird.
No, I don't want to get your stuff messed up. You know what I'm saying? That would be weird. Like this is $1 million show right here. You feel me? I don't want nobody to. But I really do be like, well, and I feel like that's why a lot of our kids want so much now too. They seeing them playing with stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or certain toys, or they driving this, or they doing that, and they doing this. And I be like, my son might bring his tablet in my room, and he might be looking at something, or somebody he might have logged off of it by accident or locked it, and I unlock it. And he looking at some grown man dressed up playing and some stuff. And I be like,
cut it off.
Go back to Spider-Man or something. Like,
yeah, and sometimes the algorithm will allow your children to see certain things on the tablets. Like one time I had to stop my daughter from watching scary movies because she was scary moving herself all night, all day. And I'm like, that's not good for your mental. I don't even watch scary movies because one, you're not supposed to put that type of fear in your mind. Although we know it's not real, in the moment, it feels as if you in it.
Yeah, I love scary movies.
It's not good for your mental.
I just feel like the ones, them like them exorcism ones and stuff. I don't look at them type ones. Like the paranormals and I like the ones where they really like on some devilish stuff. I don't really look at them because I was looking at a movie the other day and she was like, the girl I was dealing, you know what I'm saying? She was like, well, what they saying? And I'm like, they saying talk to me, but then they saying, and I'm like, oh no, I ain't saying that part what they saying because when I was ready to say it, they were saying it on the TV, and I was like, oh no, I'm not saying that part.
It's a spell.
Yeah, and
that
I
they
was
put
like,
over on
nope.
you.
I said nope, but yeah, that stuff be real though.
It do. It really do. So sometimes, as you know, like I was trying to say that you have the free will to go and live that life and experience it for yourself, and then you have another path that's completely different, more higher, more aligned with your purpose that gets you your breakthrough and all the things that you need.
So do you think if people knew that the reward would be the same, that a lot of people would go like a different path? Or do you think like people enjoy waking up and really like doing what they want to do?
We think we enjoy waking up doing what we want to do.
But people be really hurting inside.
Exactly. Because I know when I was spiritual, I wasn't, because there's a difference between being spiritual and following a path of God. I had the same mentality. Oh, I wake up, I do what I want to do, but there's no structure in that. There's no guidance in being spiritual and just doing whatever you want to do. Although it feels like a free life, it's not. You're still mentally trapped because you know there's still things that you don't understand. There's still things you're calling off your purpose because you want to be free.
So that's what I be asking because I talk to my brother a lot, like, and I be like, it's like he have an answer for everything, but my brother still keep it real with me too. Like he gonna tell me like, So I'd be just like, well, why make it so hard for people? It's like he put us in a world and dropped us off and all we see is bad, but we supposed to go to the good type. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying though? It's like why like put us in this world where you gave it to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like
because the TVs and the internet and stuff is what takes us from the good. We're being influenced by certain stuff that we see, that we again, the path that we think we're supposed to go down. We're being influenced by that, by the music. Look at some of the artists that we have. These women, good women, are turning to because of Sexy Red, Sukihana, you know, just things like that. So
and it'd be crazy to see like little girls really like singing them jumps, like, and I'd be like,
and the parents
word
are allowing
for word.
Them. Yeah,
you'd be like, what's 5 + 5? They don't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be like,
so if I could put all of this stuff in your face and keep you away from the life that you're supposed to actually have, what's better? Because now you become a consumer. Now you become brainwashed. Now you lose your faith. You don't lean to the higher power.
So that's why I said, why did God make it so hard for us to just not walk with him? Like, because it didn't start just with us. Like, I know you said the TV and the phones, yes, it got more technology, but it's like, even since people been selling their souls and this stuff been in cartoons and all that since the 1970s, 40s, and so it's like
we do it for
our mamas was raised from their mamas, and like all of that stuff been controlled from everybody. Like my brother always tell me, like, it will always take time for you to get all of that out your spirit. In order for you to really look at certain stuff, like, because a lot of these people, don't get me wrong, I'm into the streets and all of that, whatever the case is, but I be looking at real live news stuff. Like, I tell girls that I love and care about, my brothers, people that a lot of this stuff ain't even gonna matter in a couple of years. You better have you a nice family. That's why I feel like family, a wife, all of that is important, because when this world get crazy and martial law and all of taking food, and you gotta get chips in you and all that stuff just to buy food.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's gonna be like,
it's crazy. But again, that's for the people. I feel like your question is a personal question that you will have to ask God, and He will give you the clarity on that.
Yeah.
You know, when we have certain questions that we don't understand, that actually leads us to having a personal relationship with Him, so He can then give us the clarity through either prophetics, through signs. You might see it on the TV. You might read it. It can come in any form. So some things that I didn't know, and there are going to be some things that we just not going to understand, and it's okay. But our main purpose is to repent them from their sins, repent them from going down a certain path. Like look how many times your brother has been repenting you, and it's slowly but steady. But now you know, right? And you have the decision to make.
Yeah.
So
true.
Yeah. Yeah, but that you know, that's one of those conversations that
life be deep.
Yeah, life be deep.
It really do.
I do have another question. What are some challenges you face with some of your children? You know, some parents that come on my show, they feel like their children have behavior problems, or some of their kids, you know, they're into the streets, they're into drugs. What would be some of the challenges that you face with some of your children?
With each one? Or just like as a...
I mean, it's up to you. You can do them each or as a whole.
I don't know. My oldest daughter, like she a good student. She a good friend.
Yeah.
All her friends love her and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, she just spoiled.
Yeah.
But I think that's like a lot of little girls in general. You feel me? Like, especially when they love their daddy too, and they love their mama, and you know, I think a lot of that be not pushed on them, not pushed, but is genuinely given to them. Like when you got a mama that's so nice, and you see her nice, and she groom the house, and she that and do that. And that's how you gonna be. You feel me? My daughter, she just a little spoiled though.
Yeah.
She cry a lot, you know, and I just look at it because that's me. You feel me? Like I used to be like that
She's
too.
Sensitive.
Like,
she want to get her way all the time.
My second one, like Catalina, Kayana first, Catalina second.
That's a beautiful name.
That's really my sensitive baby though.
Yeah.
I can't even yell at her. She started crying. Like all I gotta say is, Lele, come here or something. And she already coming in the room, wiping her ass.
Because she knows she did.
I ain't even say nothing yet. Like, but she just, you know, she played the violin. You know,
so, that's beautiful. Okay.
And my first Kayana, she running track. You know, so they into they own stuff now.
Yeah.
Like, my son, his name's Simon. My first son, Simon, 5 years old. I don't really have too much issues with him. He just sneaky. He the one that don't be one to seem like he the bad or whatever. Like I come in the room and he'll try to hurry up and sit on the bed or something, or act like he won't, just in there hitting backflips or little stuff like that. But yeah, he quiet, but he be sneaky too. And my fourth son, Major, I call him.
He got them terrible twos.
Well, or is 3.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That boy been wilding since he was.
Okay, that's your trouble kid.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Man, like when he first was born and stuff, man, this man would not sleep. Like not even the little baby thing. I'm talking about when he like 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months.
Yeah.
Like his mom used to call me just crying or just like this boy don't even sleep. I can't get nothing done. I can't nothing done. And at the time I'm working, so I'm like, what the world? Like, I'm talking about all through the night, he just. But now that he older, and like everybody who know him, like they just be like, you
the one. You gonna be the one. Okay.
And it's just funny because he really like my twin.
Okay.
He my light skinned baby. Like all them other kids like got a little complexion to him, but this little boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you gonna have to do your extra parenting on him.
Yes.
What are some positive consequences that you use for some of your children?
Like when they like get in trouble?
Yeah, just in case, like for example, like a phone call from school or suspension, or when they were around the house breaking stuff, running around.
Whew. Yeah, see, them little kids, I mean, with my older kids, they be thinking that like sometimes that their mamas don't be telling me stuff.
Yeah.
So when I do pull up out the blue or something, or I'm giving them a phone call, they like, oh, mama didn't talk to daddy, like, but like that's what I'm saying. Like even with that parenting, like with my oldest, like her mama tell me, your daughter doing this or your daughter something. I'm like, well, take that phone from her, or she done already probably took it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I'll let you know when you can get back to her, or she'll just, when the time right, she feel like she'll get back to her. They ain't like, oh, we overstepping it. Like, all right, no, I'm going. Like, no, we just like, all right, well, we're gonna handle it this way.
Okay.
And like, and it's like that with all the ones that's in school. Like, my second daughter, she don't really get in no trouble. Like she just be in her own. Only thing we got a problem with her is cleaning up your room. Clean up your room. You 10 years old, your mama is not need to be cleaning up your room. Like, and I be trying to, not throw it on them, but I teach them like, women are clean people. Yeah. Cause y'all mamas ain't dirt. Like they ain't no, like I know them. They ain't no, they keep their house clean. They all of that. Right. So I tell them like, women ain't dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta
be clean
up and stuff like that. My Fayo, like he know, like they boys. So I mean, I understand when some people be like, you gotta be like that to your sons. You just can't go overboard with it. You don't want them to feel like they always gotta. So it's like with him, I might jack him up a little bit. Just like, hey bro, like punch in the arm or chest or whatever, but
nothing too harsh.
Like, okay. He get his phone took too though. Like he can get his phone took because and just my younger one, he just
he that's the one.
We literally be having to take everything, like everything from him. I'd be like, bro, I'm coming to get all them toys. I'm coming to get everything. You just gonna be sitting in your room with a TV. Like, because like,
so you the type of parent that take away.
Yeah.
So your consequences, things are being taken. Like when you're getting in trouble, the Xbox gonna be gone, the phone.
All of that.
Yeah.
So when my kids arguing, like the girls, I don't really get into the sibling beef and stuff like that, cause the girls too. Like I just know, but when they get to arguing, they want to start swinging and hitting licks and stuff. I let them, but then when they finish, y'all come right here and hug each other. Yeah. And I'll make y'all hug for about 2 minutes, just right there in front of each other. Like, and they be just like, I'll be like, oh well. And the boys too, I make them do it too, because they be fighting too. And I just be like, that's just a part of life. Like
it is. I'm afraid to have another kid. It's been so long. Yeah, and I will be afraid to start over.
You probably just be like, forget the makeup and the hair and everything, like a robe and straight slabs every day. Like,
every day. Mama, I feel like I'm gonna have to be so in tune with, my child, because I've only had one kid up until 15. So it's a struggle.
Do you want another one?
If I'm married, I will, of course, if my husband wants to start like a family, I mean, I'm not going to have a choice but to start it with him. But I would definitely want to set the boundary of, hey, maybe 2 years from now.
Yeah. But so would it be like, all right, what if he want to have like like 8 or something? Are you willing to be like?
Oh my God, no,
like,
no.
You'll be like husband, like maybe.
I would limit it to 3.
Okay.
I would limit it to 3 because 9 times out of 10, my husband is already going to have kids of his own. I don't want a man who doesn't have kids.
Okay.
Because I feel like, I could connect more with someone who has children. Plus, I'm a teacher. I love kids. So I would want to incorporate our families together.
Okay.
So 1 to 2 is the limit. And they will have to be back to back so they can grow up together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have like a cutoff limit on like a man with kids? Like you wouldn't deal with a man with certain amount of kids, or
I've been extreme enough to date someone who had 9.
You give people chances. Yeah. Like you look at the good part of people.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Like, but I do feel like being more intentional about like my dating life. Maybe 2 to 3 at the most would be what I would want to experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. So how do you feel like the role of a step parent is just important, right? Because I'm
those are my kids.
Yeah. So I feel like if you're not like that with that person, then that relationship not gonna work. Like
exactly. And I know my heart. Yeah. I know that when we come in, those are my kids. I'm going to take care of them exactly like they're my kids.
And I feel like a lot of people that's in relationships, they don't even be dating for the kids and stuff too. Like you got to be like, oh, I feel comfortable with this person around my kids. Because if you don't, you still gonna be moving on eggshells. Like, what if you got to go to work at night and nobody watching your kids, and you like, man, I got this man right here, but I can't even ask him.
Because you don't feel comfortable.
I don't even trust him enough, or this and that. Like, I'm a father to my own, so if I deal with a girl that got kids, of course, y'all locked in with me. I love like I was dealing with a female I was dealing with a female that had kids, and I was doing everything with them. Like I was doing with yours. Out there, like playing with them and all of that. And I just be feeling like too, like you should never let a baby daddy or baby mama like stop the bond that they growing with somebody else. Like if we over with, we over with. Yeah, that's how life go. Yeah, I would never be mad if my kid's mama meet a good man. That's weird.
It is, and you have some fathers that. They don't like it because they're not good men, and they don't want to see, again, being used by the enemy. They don't want to see you move on and be happy because just breaks them to know that they wasn't able to do their part.
And it'd be funny because some of them actually step up after that, and you don't knock them. You be like, hey, but don't just do that because of that either, though. Exactly. Like, do that because you want to do that. Because I wouldn't trip if none of my, like I said, my kids' mama, like all of them, they deal with something. They deal with who they deal with. They don't never say nothing bad. Like, of course, I'm a father, so I might ask my kids, like, your mama boyfriend, he
of course,
good?
You gotta know.
Your mama, like they treating right, and they'll tell me like. They don't do no hiding from me. Like, one thing I tell them is don't lie to me. Because like I told you with my mama knew about any beefing I was into, any street stuff, whatever I was into, my mama knew. Yeah. So I always tell them, don't lie to me. Because if the police or whatever, go older, whatever, your mama and your daddy need to know the real situation. Exactly. So we know how to move. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real. That's real.
Don't beat around the bush. Tell us if you messed up.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm big on as well with my daughter because she's not the most honest person, and it can be frustrating because I'm like, how I'm supposed to take up for you? You lie.
Just be real. Yeah. And I think that's when I start giving them plucks out. Or stuff like that, because don't lie to me. Like I don't put my hands on my kids or whatever. But my daughter, they hate that little pluck. Yeah, that joint just melt them.
But it gets them back into reality. Like, look,
don't lie to me. If I ask you something, keep it real with me.
Okay.
Because honesty really matters.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want you to feel like you got to have nothing from me either.
Right.
Because a lot of my kids, they feel like I'm the strict one. And it ain't even that, just I don't play that.
You the dad too,
yeah,
at the end of the day. So the father does have to, you know, step in and play a certain role, a certain position, and sometimes that's strict. But we could talk definitely more off the camera. I'm gonna end your interview. This was beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest about your journey.
Yes, ma'am.
And, you know, some of your struggles that you endured, and just, you know, sharing that you ready to let some stuff go to become
a better person.
Yes, a better person.
Better person, better father, better friend, brother, whatever,
yeah,
uncle, everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
It ain't all about me.
That's beautiful. Listen, if you tuned in to this interview, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let people know where they can find you on social media so we can link that to your interview.
Y'all can find me on like Facebook at Trey Trent, like YouTube, Instagram.
What's your YouTube?
MFI Youngster. MFR Youngster.
Okay.
So yeah, just them two: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Okay. So what's your Instagram?
MFI Youngster.
Okay, so your Instagram and your YouTube is the same, and then Facebook is
Trey Trent.
Trey Trent. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna make sure we tag you to your interview. And again, this is season 2, episode 1.